Yes, hi everyone, my spirits. This is my sunset tour, Bosporus, sunset Bosporus tour.
With us.
With everybody, with the sea, Marmara, right?
Yes, exactly.
The sea ride, Marmara. Okay. How many seagulls, right? Oh my gosh, how many of them? Woo, look how many seagulls there. Beautiful. My gosh, welcoming you, all of you, to Istanbul. And this is great historical sea, Marmara. Sunset tour.
The Dolmabahce area because of the palace that we will see in a minute. We just passed the Dolmabahce Stadium, the stadium of Beşiktaş, one of the three big football clubs of Istanbul. Normally the stadiums are outside the city center, but this one was very old, they kept it here, it's very central. Last year there was an important game in Istanbul, the final. Now coming up on your left, you can see one of the most important buildings. This is the second imperial palace of the Ottoman Empire. The first one was the Topkapi Palace in the old town, and the sultans lived there for 400 years. Then a more modern sultan, Sultan Abdülmecid, wanted a palace on the Bosphorus here. In 1856, they built this one, and the last 6 Ottoman sultans lived here. Also the founder of Turkish Republic, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, lived and died here. There are 248 rooms in total in the palace, and the tall part in the middle is just one big hall, and the world's heaviest crystal chandelier is inside that hall. It weighs 4.5 tons. There are many stuff from all over the world sent as gifts to the Ottoman Empire, so it's a very rich palace. I highly recommend you to see it from the inside as well. It is only closed on Mondays. The rest of the week and the weekend it is open for visiting.
Thank you so much. This is the sunset Bosporus cruise in the Marmara Sea. Beautiful. Truly, truly, you need to come to Istanbul. Just spectacular. And I love the Marmara Sea. You see the beauty, the birds, the snow, the waves. Oh my gosh, once in a lifetime. Paradox of beauty, unparalleled beauty. Wow, this is truly an amazing cruise, the sunset cruise, Bosporus sunset cruise. Thank you so much.
Coming up on your left, you can see the Four Seasons Bosphorus Hotel, one of the luxury hotels on the Bosphorus. This building was also a palace during the Ottoman Empire. It was the palace of the Grand Vizier. Grand Vizier is like the Prime Minister today. There's another Four Seasons in Istanbul, in the old town near the Topkapi Palace, and that building was a prison before. So if you want to stay in Four Seasons in Istanbul, you have to choose between the prison or the palace. And they are the same types because the prison is very centrally located near to all the sites, and this one obviously has great views of the Bosphorus. The one in the old town was a prison until 1980, and the story for the famous movie Midnight Express takes place in that building in the old town. That movie ruined the tourism of Turkey for many years. After watching that movie, nobody came to Istanbul. The writer of the book always said he was unhappy with the movie. It wasn't although it was very exaggerated, but it really damaged the reputation of Turkey for many, many years. And now, coming up on your left, you can see the third imperial palace of the Ottoman Empire. It's called the Çırağan Palace.
The Çırağan Palace.
Built 15 years after the Dolmabahçe as the summer palace for the sultans. It is also a luxury hotel at the moment called the Çırağan Palace Kempinski Hotels. And the most expensive room in Istanbul is the King Suite in the palace, but it costs $50,000 per night. Also, very rich people have their weddings here, and the weddings can cost up to millions of dollars just for one night. All the palaces we have seen so far, and some we will see on the Asian side, were all built in the 19th century by the architects in the same family. They were an Armenian family called the Balyan, and these buildings they built on the Bosphorus are the symbols of the change in the architecture of Ottoman Empire from a classical era to a more European Baroque and Rococo styles. As you can see, the Çırağan Palace, so the buildings you will see on the Bosphorus today are quite different than the ones you have seen all the time.
This beautiful view, priceless, beautiful, from the Marmara Ocean, to the Six Seasons Hotel, to the Çırağan Hotel. Wow, these were all built by the Ottoman empires. Beautiful.
There are some yellow buildings next to the Çırağan Palace. These buildings were the places where the servants and the guards of the sultans lived. Now it's an educational complex. There are a few high schools and a university. The building on the left with the three flags is the University of Galatasaray. You may be familiar with the word Galatasaray. It is the name of an area in Taksim and the name of the high school that is located there. And the football club Galatasaray was founded in that high school 120 years ago, even before the Republic, and this is the university here on the Bosphorus. They are the most successful football club in Turkey. In the year 2000, they won the European Cup against the English team Arsenal, and the Super Cup against the Spanish team Real Madrid. And last year, they won in England against Manchester United. But it's not a big news because last year everybody beat Manchester United. One of the symbols of Istanbul, the Ortaköy Mosque, right on the Bosphorus by the first bridge.
Wow.
Again from the 19th century by the Balyan family. This is a Baroque style mosque, different than the classic.
The Baroque style mosque.
Ortaköy is also famous among the locals with its cafes and restaurants around the mosque. And there is a special street food called kumpir. Kumpir has baked potato and some fillings inside.
More mosque. Look at this.
What you want inside and make a meal out of it. So if you come to visit this beautiful mosque, you should definitely try the kumpir of Ortaköy on the shop on the other side of the mosque.
The beautiful mosque. Look at this, built by the Ottoman empires.
Bridges on the Bosphorus. We will see the second one as well, but we won't be seeing the third one because it's very far in the Black Sea. There are also two tunnels underneath the Bosphorus, one for the cars and the other one for metro and trains, but always the best way to get across is a ferry. You are there in just 10 minutes. During the rush hours, from one side of this bridge, to the other side, it takes more than an hour. So you don't want to get stuck on the bridges if you have a flight to catch. And it's not allowed to walk on the bridges, it's just for the cars, because many years ago this was the most popular location to commit suicide. This is why it's not allowed to walk on the bridges anymore. There's only one day you can walk over the bridge. We have the marathon that starts from Asia and in Europe, Eurasia Marathon. If you participate in that marathon, you can walk or run over the bridge. Maybe some of you cannot see it right now because the bridge is blocking. You will see it in a few seconds with the blinking lights. That is the tallest building in Turkey, the new telecommunication tower built for TV and radio signals. And up top, there is a restaurant with 360 views of the city. And again on your right, after the bridge on the hill, up there, you can see the biggest mosque of Turkey. It is called the Çamlıca Mosque. It can take 63,000 people inside at the same time. 63,000. It is a brand new mosque, just 5 years old. Every sultan in Ottoman Empire had their own mosque. And he thinks himself a bit like a sultan, so he has to build the biggest of them all and put it on the highest hill of Istanbul, so everyone could see it. Spend millions of dollars for this biggest mosque of Turkey. It was all we needed. There are 6 minarets. Minarets, you can put it 6. This is why Erdogan put 6 to the new one. If it was 10, he would put 10. He likes to show off.
Wow. Memorable sunset cruise.
Well, try to enjoy the view, because in like 5-10 minutes you won't be able to see anything. So let me point out if there are some interesting things beforehand. In case we don't see it on the way back, coming up on the right side, you can see the military academy. Interesting experience for you. I see we have 5 other countries. Let's see whose geography is good. Which countries we have on the north coast of the Black Sea? Not Azerbaijan. Russia, yes. Russia is one of them. Ukraine, yes, easy ones are gone. 3 more. Bulgaria, Romania, 1 more. Not Moldova, not Iran. Albania, no. Somebody said, I think, yes, Georgia. So it's Bulgaria, Romania, Ukraine, Russia, Georgia. If a ship from those countries